Greetings, dear lighted ones. This is Joanna, and I wanted to offer a beautiful short prayer, meditation, and communion. So, for all those that so desire, that want to entangle in creating a deep, rich expansiveness for who they are within the all, begins with sacred communication, begins with reflection and integration of all that you've gone through, appreciating all that you are, honoring all that you are, and thus therefore building the sacred vibration that is love, sacred love, for all that you are as a divine being of source essence in human form, continually on the allowance and the flow to create those balances that we all need in the divine feminine and divine male energies within our multidimensional bodies, physical, mental, emotional, and etheric, and grounding them within the ever updated and ever shifting and changing crystalline grids within our planet and above our planet and all around, as each of our bodies are. So there's much going on. And to move into a state of open allowance, unconditional trust, and appreciating, valuing, and enjoying the ride that we are each on, the journey that is divine exploration of who we each are as essences of love, moving in physical form, allowing ourselves the experience. And I just have a beautiful experience right now of my spirit, the spirit essence of who I am, the soul essence of all that I am, all aspects that I've ever been, that are choosing to co-create in this moment right now. The spirited essence of me reminding me as I'm looking at my physical form from the spirit form, saying that I wanted to have this experience of awakening within the physical body, so that in all of the lifetimes, regardless of the experiences and the lessons and the journeys of each soul lifetime, and those perspectives that were held in those lifetimes, that this was the lifetime that was truly about the celebration of physical form as a spirited essence. And each of us have different lessons and soul experiences to move through and to garner in our own truth. But that was my own unique experience to just remind ourselves how important it is to be present within each moment and honoring the physical experience. The physical experience is by no means and in no way whatsoever by any experience throughout the universe as being any less than based on what we are as a dimensional being, because we're moving from third to fourth to now fifth dimensional energies and experiences. We are valued in our exploration and our expansiveness, because our ripples in growth, our ripples of expansiveness, our ripples of excitement and joy to co-create a spirit, ripple and affect all that is, all lifetime, all forms, all realms that we co-create and coexist upon and within. So we are very valued within the existence of all that is, and it's been my pleasure throughout all of the years to bring these experiences and these unique special moments to the forefront, so that humanity, for those that so desire to tune in with our vibrations and offerings of the Christic vibration, that they have a more expansive view about who they are and all that they've been offered to experience as Source Creator in a human form. To experience the sovereignty of our co-creative skills, to experience our expressiveness of who we are as divine beings of light, and to know that it is through our expressions, it is through our creative exploration that we ever journey into the eternal and the infinite of all that we are as essence of Source in human form, and all other forms that we take. Because the more that we awaken, the more that we allow ourselves to explore, we will be tapping into the all that we are in all forms that we take and want to explore, so that we garner those experiences and we live them through in this earthly experience and ground them into these grids. Because when we do, we're grounding those higher multidimensional vibrations into the systems of Gaia. Gaia then reverberates those changes in essences. As we expand, she expands. As she expands, we expand. And it becomes the ever holographic weaving of the infinity that we become a part of, and we're consciously creating in that way. That as we explore our multidimensional expansiveness, as we give way to our exploration and our expression of who we are, with excitement and with childlike joy, because truly many of us are awakening to our second childhood. We've healed the dramas and the karmas that we've come to heal, and we've allowed ourselves to find solace and peace in those challenges. We've allowed ourselves to find solace and peace in many of the relationships that we've come to heal through forgiveness. We've allowed ourselves to climb ever more up and out into a true understanding of what compassion is for oneself and the all. And in doing so, we allow ourselves to create that higher perspective of understanding and compassion and diversity and how we all fit within the grander puzzle of creation, allowing our souls and our hearts to heal, and therefore begin to co-create in ways that are truly joyous, to see through the eyes and the heart of a child, to allow ourselves to sing joyously as children of light, to know that we as the children of Source will open up into the gates of heaven upon earth, and the children lead the way through the staff and the wisdom of experience, through the staff and the wisdom of compassion, through all that we are as expressive, co-creative beings that are driven from the heart, that are driven from the soul. And so I wanted to offer this forward as a remembrance of how important and valued it is to have this physical experience. And although many are experiencing challenges, or maybe even newly awakened ones, and many have been suffering with the physical maladies, because we haven't allowed ourselves the respect and the honor to truly value and appreciate and love ourselves as a multidimensional being. And therefore, the aspects of our bodies become imbalanced and ill. And that's what illness and malady and disease is. It's the imbalance of what we've placed upon it, whether it's a mental illness or malady, whether it's a physical illness or malady, the cells becoming diseased, the organs becoming diseased, whatever it might be. Those have been the depressions and suppressions of how we've believed ourselves to be over time, and allowing ourselves the new identity of our expansiveness in our eternal and infinite skin as humans, and truly taking that on as appreciation and gratitude for this divine human journey, and to co-create with others in the way that they're also excited and in alignment to explore, to express, and to experience ourselves deeply, to truly experience what love is in a deep and rich way, in the infinite ways that love can be experienced, and truly honor it with sacred step, with sacred hope that we understand there will always be that moment that we will garner the perspective of that experience, that we will use that experience as our wisdom, that we will use that experience as the step upon our journey to unconditional love and unconditional compassion to the all, where life is truly valued at every level, in every layer of who we are. And that is the ripple and the holographic flow that affects all of life throughout all of creation, because we are the cells of Source Creator. And as we enlighten and illuminate ourselves, cell by cell, atom by atom, within our own bodies and vessels, so too do we become the illumined cell of Source, so that the body of Source, that all that is no longer ill or diseased, or no longer held separate from love. We are one within the greater holistic family of light and love, as we always have been. So please feel free to allow your backs to be straight, the spine that aligns us through what we've called the pillar of light. The pillar of light is that dynamic, multidimensional portal of light that moves the sacred breath, the source breath, the elixir of life. And allow yourself to breathe so full that your body opens the cavity of all that you are, the cavity opening, the cavity accelerating in its expansiveness, just to bring and call in source light. I call light to myself now. I call love to myself now. I call all the greatest consciousness power of all that I am as a multidimensional being. I call this to myself now. And as all that I am is opening to receive this light, I allow my ego to surrender into the divine sacred heart of my soul to be an observer of this experience, so that my spirit and my soul come forward through the center of my being now, that I so joyfully co-create with my soul and my guides and my teams and my healing teams and all that is within the Christic vibration, the councils of the heavens, the councils of light, and all of the healing teams and the Pleiadians and the Sirians and the Archerians, the Cassiopeans, the Orions, all beings that serve on the benevolent councils, the evolutionary councils for love and light, the evolutionary councils for sacred life, supporting Earth, supporting humanity, and all that is in the programs and the evolutionary plans for love and acceleration and expansiveness, and the awakening of all life into new vibrations of consciousness, new vibrations of sacredness. And we allow ourselves to be a part of this party. We allow ourselves to be a part of this celebration. We allow ourselves to know that with every inhale, we are activating our cells and our atoms. That with every inhale, we're activating the acknowledgement within ourselves to be a part of Source Creator. That we are the cell of life. That within the grander body of Source, all that is, the Holy Mother, the Holy Father, the heavens, the love of all that is, accelerating and expanding all life. That we are a part of it. And that all informations and wisdoms from the omnipresent exist within us. And that if we so choose to be the fullest and the most expansiveness of all that we are the eternal essence of love, that we are the eternal essence of life. And we call all beings that are allowing us to be celebratory in this moment, that want to celebrate this moment as we open our hearts and our souls to be in joy of who we are as humans awakening in this moment of now. And we call for your grace, and we call for your mercy, and we call for your excitement to live with us in all moments. And in moments that we may fall, and in moments that we may trip and stumble, that we are offered always the hands and the hearts of creation. That we are always offered in the moments that we ask, the transmutation of density and darkness. That we are offered in all moments that we are asked the stillness and the silence, so that we may realign the trajectory of our lives and our thoughts and our focus and our attention. That we are always lovingly, unconditionally guided through loving synchronicities and cues and the guidance from our loving teams that always love us in such ways that we allow ourselves to explore who we are in the most fullest and dynamic loving way. That we're reminded in all moments how truly loved we are. That we allow ourselves to open in all ways to be the majesty and the miracle that is Source. That we allow ourselves in all ways to offer forgiveness and compassion in the moments that it's required upon ourselves and others. That we allow ourselves in the creative moments of inspiration that our heart opens in loving joy. That we have the ability, we have the sovereignty, and we have the leadership and the ownership to create miracles in our life. To create positive outcomes and solutions in our own life. To create the loving choices of what we intake and what we surround ourselves in all moments, because we are the leaders and the masters of our experience. That we become awakened in all moments, that we affect the field of the all. That we walk with greater sacredness, that we understand ourselves with greater sacredness, so that as within, so without, and as above, so below, we are one. And we honor these moments of oneness, and we honor these moments of true excitement through which Source Creator becomes alive within us, and we truly become the children of Creatorhood. And we allow ourselves to open our hearts in sacred joy. And in every offering of positive moments of celebration, that it's felt throughout the all. And we offer those moments of pure self-joy, and it's felt throughout the all. And we offer someone a smile or a hand, because we know that we are offered it in the same way. And we just become so grateful and in deep appreciation that our hearts just open. And in that opening, we understand the rhythm of life. We understand the breath that is accelerating our cells and calling light to our cells, calling light to our thoughts. Our ability to create the lightness of who we are through our acknowledgement, through our own desire to be the fullness and to be the most lighted essence of love. So that we may offer this essence to Gaia, that we may offer this in oneness with Gaia, with all nature. And we allow ourselves to understand our oneness and our co-creative similitude with all nature and wildlife, so that we become their support system and they to us. And we understand our connectedness with the fairies and the pixies and the gnomes and the trees and the forests and the water within the soils and the lakes and the oceans. That we can feel ourselves moving within the fluidic essence of Source that is within the breath of life. And in any moment of our excited co-creation, we call in those dynamic explorations through which we are one with all beings and all that is. In these sacred moments of prayer, in these sacred moments of appreciation, in these sacred moments of gratitude, it is through the purity of our hearts to feel ourselves most expansive essence, our most pure essence, to co-create in excitement, to co-create in joy, to know ourselves as light and love. And we offer this to the grids. We offer this to the heartbeat of Gaia. We offer this to our oneness with Gaia. And so too she us. And this ripple of love and this ripple of excitement bursts out to creation. And the one human heart becomes the essence of joy. The one human heart becomes the essence of acceleration. The one human heart becomes the essence of appreciation for all life. So that your ripple of joy, your ripple of gratitude, your ripple of self-ownership and self-care creates that ripple of light that is felt through the soils, that is felt through the trees, that is felt through the air and the water. And you become one with all life, and you become the excitement, you become that essence of breath. For there is no, has been no separation. We are purely one. And we understand that we are always guided the moment that we ask. We understand that we are protected and that we are shielded the moment that we are asked. We understand that we are loved and divinely gifted and blessed the moment that we ask. This is the oneness, for you are it and it as you. We create to the exact degree that we believe and we know. We allow ourselves to become source to the degree that we allow and we know. Allow your hearts to open in the essence, in the benevolence, in the divine decree that you allow yourself to be the Christed, dynamic, source, soulful essence that you are. Pure love and pure light, eternal and infinite, ever growing and ever expanding with every breath as you present yourself in the center of who you are, balanced and anchored in your own dynamic light. That you may set forth in co-creating your heart's desires and feeling the miracles manifest before you because you are this divine co-creator of joy. That you allow through your joy and through your happiness to be the path that shows the way for others. That let your vibration and your light be your mantra. Let your joy and your excitement for who you are be your mantra. Let your smile and your laughter and your dance be your mantra. For you are the excitement, you are the exhilaration, you are the sacredness, you are the child of light. And you will show the way and you will create heavens upon earth. In this I know to be true. How may we dance, dear lighted ones? How may we dance? How may we co-create into the dynamic, into the expansive, into the beautiful year of 2020? How may we co-create this beauty? How may we co-create this pure, loving intention of joy upon earth? I see and I know and I believe this within you, for we are one. I wish you joy, I wish you love, I wish you the celebrations and all that is magic and all that is mysterious and all that is source and the loving joy of all that we are. Amen. And may you have the most glorious and beautiful day, year, and all that is, living through you, through your dreams, your visions, your synchronicities, and all that you create as miraculous, because you are. Amen. Amen. Amen.